And welcome back to the Crochet Kratos with my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Now this is a great pattern called the Ripples of Joy Throw, designed by Jessie Rayott for Red Heart. So what we have today is a really amazing color combination. Jessie is really good. If you've seen any of her designs on yarnspirations.com, you will notice that she is not afraid of color, and the way that she puts together her afghans and her projects actually really are quite amazing. So she can take something so ordinary and make it extraordinary, and that's a really awesome thing. So today we have the Ripples of Joy, and it is a repeating of 24 rows when you see how it's going to work out. But actually I've taken a little bit of the mystery out of this for you to create a secondary worksheet that you can download on the Crochet Crowd as well. If you would like to change this pattern in the sizing, the multiples are 27 plus 3. So I figured that out for you so that you can just adjust if you would like to change this in any way. So let's take a look closer on page number 2. There is no diagram, but you will see that this is actually a relatively simple pattern. There's a bit of texture in this, so that kind of shocks you as well, but if you look at the photograph you can see that texture as well. So you can see how it's gonna lay out. She also did a graphics, a diagram like so, and what I have done is that I've created a Ripples of Joy check sheet. So what we have here is that I get lost when I look at a pattern that says refer to this, go to this, go to this. So what I did is I created a spreadsheet that you can download, that you can check it off as you go. So row number 1 is only done one time, so you'll see that it's there, and then as you complete it the first time through you just check, 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 check. It's got the colors all lined up for you. This would be an amazing scrap GAN project if you were to ask me, quite honestly. So I think that even though if you don't have the right colors, maybe you don't want to do Christmas, you want to do spring or summer or fall, I think the way that she's got this colors laid out is really quite awesome. You'll need 6 colors in order to make that happen. Also, here's another tip for you. One thing that I do that makes my life a lot easier is that when I go to play with stuff like this, is that you will see that there's color A, B, C, D, E, F. So there's 6 colors. Now you have to go look at it. What is C? Not sure what C is. So what I would do if I were you is that get your color combinations all laid out, and then on the back here by the name, write the letter of the one that we're going to be using. So in this case it would be D. So I would go through my balls and label up the colors to match that. So when I says okay, so let's do row number 7, it's the color D, I can just quickly look at the balls and say yes, that's the color that I need without really second guessing myself. So label up your balls and it will make your life a lot easier. Now if it's easier for you, what I did for myself, because I am substituting my yarn because I don't have the right colors of this particular one, Red Heart with Love, I'm using Red Heart Heat Wave. I don't know what the color breakdown is gonna be as far as how many balls, but I'm just gonna be using that color here. So what I just did is that I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna improvise, and I don't want to use white on camera because I got a white background, so I'm gonna substitute it for blue. So I just kind of wrote down what I wanted to do with my colors here in the first time going through, and I've labeled up those balls so that I'll be able to do it. So I'm going to take you through one sequence here, and then you can do the rest, and as we do the sequence you can just check it off on the list, and that's pretty awesome. Let's begin. So let's begin. Now as we begin this, some of the rows actually have the same color going for multiple times, so whenever that happens you don't have to end at the end. We're going to begin, and you can either chain 191 chains to match exactly what you have, or you can do the multiples of 27 plus 3 in order to make it match. If you're not sure what a multiple is, you go 27, 27, 27, and then when you're satisfied with the width of it, you'll just have to add 3. Now because it does go up and down, it's an extremely long chain, but you'll find after we get past the second row how much it will condense in. So let's just do this. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just either do multiples of 27 or just do straight 191, and I will see at the end of the chain. Now if you chained 191, just hang on for a second. For those that did the multiples of 27, make sure that you did 27, 27, 27, and once you're happy just add 3 more chains, and then that'll bring you back in balance. Let's do row number 1. In row number 1 we're going to go second chain from the hook, so just count it back, so 1 and 2, and put 2 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. So the secret answer to going up and down the hills is the number 12. Always remember that in this particular afghan. So we're gonna go down the hill for 12 single crochets, so 12 chains in a row. So single crochet in the first 12, so that I've already done 1, and I'm doing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So once you've done that 12 going down the hill, the next two we're gonna skip, so just skip those 2 stitches completely, go to the third and do 12 double crochets, or sorry, 12 single crochets going up the hill again. So 12 in a row, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 12 went up the hill. The next stitch is going to be the top peak of the hill. There will be 3 single crochets in the next one. So 1, 2, and 3. So let's go down the hill. So there'll be a 12 in a row. So we're gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 12 goes down the hill. So now that you have 12, the next two you're gonna skip, so you can go back up the hill, and you're just gonna go up and down in the same motion. Just remember the number 12, and then eventually you'll come to the other side, which I'm about to do. So you'll come to the finishing. So you're gonna go 12 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then eventually you'll be left with one final stitch, and in the final stitch you're just going to apply two single crochets to finish. So 1 and 2, and then that's it. So you're just going to do that all the way across, and then we're gonna end this color. So I'll show you how I'm gonna end the color. So I would do this if I were you and you were me, especially if you're gonna use this and it's more than a showpiece. I would just finish off your yarn and pull through, and then put this into a tapestry. It'll only take you a few seconds once you get used to doing it if you've never done it before, and just bring it through the stitch work underneath, just about an inch or so. So just bring it through. So once and twice and 3 times. So going back and forth 3 times will permanently lock that into position, so you never have to worry about it. I would also do the same with the starting strand at this time. Get that done, it's out of your hair, and you won't have to do that. So I'm gonna do the same for there, and let's begin then row number 2, and I'm going to check this off my list as saying that I'm done and move to the color B. Now as you're moving through the instructions here on my check sheet, and you can also check this off on the pattern too if you don't want to do the sheet. So the next row that I'm about to do will be row 2, and it says double crochet across. So the double crochet across is the same each and every time. The single crochet across is the same, what I just kind of showed you now of how we did it. So I'm gonna show you that again as we are progressing through. So you're just gonna check it off as you go. The only time that you really got to pay attention to this is when it gets to this longer section right here, is that you'll notice that it's BPDC, that's back post double crochet, and front post double crochet. You'll see that right here. So I just put the instruction here, not only the color but also kind of what it was representing, and you can also do that, and you'll also see that on the pattern as well. And so you'll be able to check it off as you go. Let's move on to the color B, and we're gonna be introducing double crochet for the first time. So let's begin row number 2. So create a slip knot for extra security, and we're going to go to the last single crochet that's at the end. So when I finished it, it was here, so I've just already turned it just for clarity. So we're now going to just attach it to the top of the first single crochet, attach, and then chain 3, which will count as a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. And in the same one I want you to apply another double crochet. So the edges have to have those 2 into the same stitch because it's growing up on an angle. So how many stitches do you think I have to go down before I go back up? You already know the answer. It's 12. So now that this is done, the next 12 in a row will each be a double crochet. Go right up over top of that straggler, trap it right in, and save yourself some grief. Once you get used to this, you won't have to count the 12, so you'll be able to see where you need to go. But I will count it right now. So 1, 2, 3 is done. So we have 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 should take you to the stitch before it starts to go back up. This is the last stitch in that stretch, and then this is the first stitch of going up the hill. You're gonna skip over those 2 like you did on the chain. So skipping over this 2, go 12 stitches going back up. So it has a little space just like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And if your math is right, the next one should be the middle one of the grouping of 3 single crochets at the top, which it is. So that one there, you're going to apply 3 single crochets to make the turn. So 1, 2, and 3. So how many stitches going down? Starting in the next one, it's 12 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now if you feel confident that you don't have to guess which one's at the bottom, just do it and just skip over the bottom 2 and then work your way up, and eventually you'll hit the other side. So going 12 up again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and you have one more stitch left, and in the final stitch you'll put in 2 double crochets there. Now that I have gone through row number 2 and I've counted, I am confident in my counting. So I'm not going to obsessively count like I have been. But if you need to count, there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel confident enough that I don't need to. So now that I have this, we're now going to check this off for row number 2, and then we're going to get rid of this color, and then we'll bury in the yarn strand once again. So let's move on to row number 3. So row number 3 is looking like it's a single crochet row, because it is, and you already know how to do this, but we're gonna show you anyway. So we're gonna attach to the beginning single or beginning double crochet. So I've already turned it, the project around, and I'm going to join. So just join it through, chain 1, and put in 2 single crochets into the same one. So we have 1 and 2. So how many stitches going down? It'll be 12. How many stitches going up? It'll be 12. You're skipping over the 2 bottoms Okay, and then at the top of the peaks you'll put in 3 single crochets right at the top. So just you can either count or you can rely on what you know, and if you believe in your counts, I would just do it. Like, I've been experienced enough where I can do it, but if not, just count. There's nothing wrong with that, and just work your way across. This is a single crochet row going across, and I'll see you at the end of this row. So at the end of row number 3, don't forget that you'll be putting in 2 single crochets at the end one of that chain. Usually if people that do chevrons, that's where they miss it. They forget that last one that's there, and put in 2 single crochets which represents the top. Let's get rid of this color. Let's check it off the list. Is my naughty list, and let's move on to row number 4, and I'm going to be moving on to green. Let's move on to row number 4. So it's going to be a double crochet row. So I've already turned my project, and I'm going to attach to the last single crochet that was there. Attach it and chain 3, which counts as a double, and then double crochet into the same one, so you get that going up quite nicely. So 12 down, 12 up. Don't forget to skip the 2 middle, and then the top of the peaks it's 3. So let's do this. This is our row number 4. When you get all the way to the end of number 4, don't forget that 2 double crochet that's required right at the end. Let's cut our yarn, weave in the ends, and let's turn it, and let's get ready for row number 5, moving back to the color A, which in this case will be blue. Let's move on to row number 5 using the color A. In my case it'll be blue. So we're going to, it's a single crochet row, so just attach it, chain 1, and put in 2 single crochets in the beginning. It is a single crochet row, so 12 down, 12 up, skip the 2 middle, there's 3 at the top one here, and keep on going. So this is row number 5, is a single crochet row. Finishing up row number 5, I am just going to put in 2 singles at the end, and we are going to discontinue this color, so we're going to get rid of this color. Let's move on to row number 6 using the color C. So let's get rid of this and turn our project. Let's move along to row number 6. The edging actually will stay relatively flat for you, so that's not something you should have to worry about. Just watch your tension on the edges. So let's begin row number 6. Attach it to the first single crochet that's there, and this is a double crochet row. So 1, 2, 3, and double crochet into the same one, 12 down, 12 up, 3 into the top of the peak, and then keep doing that all the way across. So this is a double crochet row using the color C for row number 6. Finishing up row number 6, don't forget that final single crochet in there, and make sure you put in your 2. Get rid of this yarn, and let's go back to the color D. In my case it'll be green for row number 7. So row number 7 is a single crochet row. You know what you're doing at this point. Just attach, chain 1, 2 singles in the beginning. So how many down and how many up? 12 down, 12 up, 3 in the top of the peak. Let's continue this. This is row number 7 as we're continuing along. Coming to the end of row number 7, don't forget that turning chain, and there'll be 2 single crochets in there. Let's get rid of this yarn, and let's move to a new yarn, and let's finish this off and move on to row number 8 using the color E. Moving on to row number 8 using the color E. So first time we're using this color. In my case it's actually gray. So attach. This is a double crochet row. So attach and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do a double crochet into the same one. 12 down, 12 up, 3 into the top, and I'll see you at the end of row number 8. Coming up to the end of row number 8, don't forget that last 2 double crochets in that final stitch in order to have the balance. Let's move on to row number 9, back to the color A. In my case it'll be blue. So let's get rid of this and I'll be right back. Let's begin round number 9, starting with the color A, which is my case will be blue. Join it, chain 1, and this is a single crochet row. 12 down, 12 up, 3 at the top, and keep on going. So I'll see you at the end of this row. This is row number 9. I'm at the end of row number 9 in the turning chain. I am putting in my 2. Let's get rid of this yarn now. Move to the color D for row number 10. So moving to the color D for row number 10. Are you seeing a consistency? It's single, double, but it's not always going to be that way because eventually we'll have some texture. So just join, chain 3, and double crochet into the first one. This is a double crochet row, so just 12 down, 12 up, 3 in the top, and keep on going. This is row number 10. So just coming to the end of row number 10, we're gonna change now to the color A, and we're gonna do 3 rows so that you'll have a break from changing it at the end of each row, and you are going to then just finish off this yarn, and let's begin row number 10, or sorry, row number 11. So we're gonna go back to the color A for rows number 11, 12, and 13. So in row number 11, we're just going to join, and it is gonna be a double crochet row. So it's not a single crochet as you would expect. So it's gonna be chaining a 3 and then double crochet into the same. So 12 down, 12 up, 3 in the top, and do this all the way across, and then I'll see at the end of this row, and then we'll turn, and then we're gonna do something different in the next row. So I'm coming up to the end of row number 11, and we're gonna leave this color on and turn. So row number 12, we're gonna do back post double crochet. So where you can't do back posting are on the peaks. So the very middle stitch, you don't want to do a back post, neither do you want to do it on the front first one that we started, or the last. So let's just get you started. We're gonna chain up 3 as you know it. It's gonna be a double crochet row, but it's in the back post, but the first 2 are just done as regular. So chain 3, double crochet. So now the next 12 going down, so you'll still skip over the middle 2 like you have been, and you'll do the 12 up. It's just the difference is that in the middle one here, you will go right into the stitch for 3 double crochet and not to the back post. So starting in the next post, wrap the hook and just come from behind and pop it out to the front, and then pop it back out to the back, and just double crochet. You get used to doing it. So wrap in from the back and back out to the back, pull through, and this is a back post double crochet, and this is going to create a little bit of texture that you'll see. So we're gonna go all the way to the bottom, except for the last 2 of course. The bottom we're gonna jump over, so the 2 middles you'll jump, and then just start with the back post double crochet after you've jumped, and then go back up. So just remember what I said, the very top one, okay, after the first 12 are in, is 3 double crochets in the top, and then return back to doing back post double, skip over the middle ones again, and then I'll meet you at the other side. So just back post double crochet with what you already know. On the very end of row number 12, it's just going to be right into the turning chain of 2 double crochet. So you can see a bit of texture. Keeping on this color again, row number 13, it's now going to be on the front post. So chaining up 3 counts as a double. You're going to go into the regular stitch like you know it, and then the front post double is going to go down. You'll still skip the 2 middle, and then front post double going up. The middle one will just be 3 into the top regular stitch. So starting in the next post, so down, come to the side and pop it out the other side, and stay on the front side. And this is a front post double crochet, and it's leaving the texture on the other side. See? Pretty awesome, right? So we're getting to the point where I think you can understand what we're doing. These are the only 2 kind of stitches that are abnormal, in the sense that I had to get myself to this position in order to show you. My check sheet is pretty self-explanatory. You're either going to do a single crochet row, a double crochet row. The colors are marked. It is on Jessie's pattern as well. So you'll see that happening, and I think that you should be good to go at this point. So I'll meet you at the end of this row, and we'll do a quick recap, and then we'll be right back in just a moment. So at the end of row number 13, it's just gonna be 2 double crochets into the final turning chain, and then we're gonna end this yarn and then move on to the color F. You'll notice that F is only used 1 row in this whole thing every sequence, and remember there's 5 sequences altogether, so it's really only 5 rows, so it's not a color that you need a lot of. So I'm just gonna weave in this end, and then we're gonna just recap on where we are, and I think honestly you can do the rest on your own. There is no border on this one, and if you do want to apply a border, you can just do a single crochet running down the side. Just evenly space it if you really want to. So let's turn our work and just quickly review where we are. So I've been working my way through this. I've been checking it off and you know, knotting a nice list. So I'm right here in row number 14. So you can see it's a DC row, DC, and then back post, front post once again that you'll have, and then a DC single crochet, DC single, and etc. So just watch that as you go. So once you get all the way to row 25, you're pretty much done the sequence. You'll come back up and you'll restart again and just work your way all the way down the list and check, and then just continue to go over and over again. It's really quite an easy pattern to be able to master. This is an easy level pattern by Jessie. Really, it truly is, if you understand the whole concept of going up and down. This almost is a beginner level, to my point of view, of doing granny squares. Of the chevron. Jessie's done a great job on writing it out, and also the colors are really quite fun. Even though I switched out my the blue for the white, you know what, and I put in some gray, I think it's pretty awesome. So you can have some fun with this, and hopefully that you have a great holiday season, or whatever season that you would like to work on for this. Have a good one, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.